Rightio. So we're here. Check this fuse. Let's get it in focus. This is an old phone, so the quality's a bit average. That fuse is okay. My battery setup is a bit hair going, so we'll just check that out. That's alright. Make sure we've got a good clamp on here. Yeah, we're definitely hooked on. This could be problematic, but if we can get something to happen, we'll be good. Give the key a good go. Definitely on. Safety buttons in. Brake on. Oh, we've got power. Alright, let's hit the button and see if anything happens. So I just want to check the engine spins around at this stage. Oh, it did a little click and then cut out. That would be my dodgy as clamp here. I'll just pause for a second and fix this up. Right, I'll just fix this up a bit better so we're clamped on. Let's try. We had a little bit of a click before. Oh, okay, great. So, if you heard that, starter goes around. That means the electrics are good so far. Let's pull the spark plug out and check to see if we've got a spark. Rightio. Good little tool set this. Pull the plug out. The spark plug looks fairly recent. It's the little one. Let's get an extension and a ratchet. This is a little bit tricky with one hand. Rightio. Try and do this with one hand, just be careful not to break the plug. Just hold on a second, I'm just going to break this loose. Alright, I just cracked that loose. I said to use two hands so I didn't slip and just snap the end off the spark plug. Been there, done that, got the t-shirt. Let's see what we've got, gang. Interesting little side note about these Polaris quads, they're made by Aeon, which is a big motorcycle manufacturer. Okay, here's trouble. Here's trouble. We've got a brand new spark plug in here that is completely clean. Hold on a second, Oppo A18, sort your life out. If I'll put that on there. We've got a brand new plug, totally clean. So somebody's been fiddling. What we're going to do, yeah, that's always a sign that someone's had a crack, is when you can find new parts and something still doesn't go. Let's check for spark. So I'm just going to set this up and then I will show you. Pause. Okay, so a simple way to check the spark is to rest the spark plug or hold it on the engine block or the head or some other part of the engine so that we can make the circuit and have a bit of a go here. So what we're looking for, I'm going to try my best here, but I'm filming with a potato, is we're looking for some activity in that little gap. Alright, ready? 3, 2, 1. Excellent. We've got a spark. It's weak, but that's probably something to do with my jumper cable setup. But we have got some power there, so that's excellent. So what we will do is I'll get a steadier hand. Hold on, I'll just pull this plug out. Okay, got the spark plug out. Let's put him back in for now. So we're making, everything's looking pretty good so far. We've got spark, engine goes around. We're only missing one more person to come to the party, and that is some fuel. I did notice the spark plug was pretty dry, so let's have a bit of a suss. So what we'll do, we'll go around to the fuel tap side. Alright, let's turn the fuel tap and see where we've got it set to. So reserve is up, on is left. Surely it wouldn't be as simple. No, sorry. I tell a lie. On is left and down. We'll just go straight to reserve. I'm just making a video about this motorbike, baby. Oh, the little girl's come out to see what all the commotion is. So if you'll tap to reserve, and what we might even do, we might even drain the carburetor bowl over here, or at least open it up and see if there's fuel getting there, or if we haven't got a problem with the fuel filter, which is there, or some other blockage. I said to Charlie, I'm making a video about getting this motorbike started, and she goes, why? And I said, I don't know. A bit of fun. We need to get to, oh, there we go. That one. We need to crack that one off. Alright, coming back, I just went for a 15-minute walk in the garage to try and find a Phillips screwdriver, which is a pretty unique and special tool. This one here. Mama's home. Let's open this one up. Like that. That little turn. I'll just pause this for a bit because we've got a bit going on. Okay, where are we? Okay, so let's wind this one out. We shouldn't need to wind it out all the way before something happens. Oh, I can see we're leaking on the driveway. That's bad for my driveway. Oh, that fuel's pretty bad. Jeez. That's bad for my driveway, but good for progress. Because we've got some sort of fuel in the carburetor float bowl. So, it smells really bad, so the fuel is bad. Now, the sensible thing to do here would be to drain the old fuel out, take the carburetor apart and clean it all out, but we'll do that if we can't get it started. Let's take the seat off, open up the airbox and spray into the carburetor and see if we can get it to light. Yeah, that fuel is definitely old. I can smell it. I'm working on old cars back in the day. No spiders. Oh yeah, it's been sitting for a long, long time. Let's smell from my childhood. Let's see, what have we got? Ah, great, we've got an air filter and it doesn't have any holes in it. That's a good sign. Excellent. Little mesh here that stops the air filter getting sucked in. And if you want to tell if a quad bike's been upside down at any point, there will be oil in the airbox, and this is nice and dry. So let's grab a can of starting fluid and see if we can get some activity. Alright, so I'm back with some starting fluid. I'm just going to try something first because we've got some fuel in the carburetor. We know it's old, it's off, it's not going to do much, but it might do something. If we go full choke, oh, that was already set. That's we're looking at the choke lever just underneath that white plastic, and it works too. A lot of the time they're seized up; they don't open or close. We will go. Let's just go wide open for now. Actually, now I'm gonna spray some starting fluid, but I need two hands. Basically, all I'm going to be doing is I'm just going to hold it wide open. We'll adjust this governor screw here because it is screwed right down for kids. But we need full throttle for this because we want it to get a nice big gulp of air and plenty of fuel. So we'll go wide open. Yep, flat. So basically, I'm just going to hold it flat, spray some starting fluid into the intake, and then we'll stop, and then I'll put you back on and we'll crank it, okay? Righto, give it a nice big shot. I'm going to try and do the starter and the throttle at the same time. Let's just see what happens. Key on. Wait, we did something. I heard it, we all heard it. We'll just hold it flat and hit the button. Alright, we've got some activity. It was just a couple of cycles probably on the engine start, but if we can get it to run for a minute or 20 seconds, we'll hopefully pull some fuel from the carburetor and we'll have a winner. So we'll just hold the throttle wide open, and The brake's on, so it won't take off and hit the lawnmower. Right, no one home. Let's go full choke. See if something changes. Alright, so we've definitely got a carburetor issue. I'm just going to do another spray. Hold on a second. We're just about to have dinner, so I'll just try this one last time. Just spray some starting fluid in the intake, hold the throttle wide open, key on, and set the button. Okay, so it did start. You probably heard it fire just a couple of times. So we've definitely got a carburetor issue. We might pull that out and have a look. So we're going to have some dinner, and I'll think about what to do next. See you later.